4-on-4 around the world is a fun, small-sided game that we do. It really works a lot in tight space, and it really works a lot coming from behind the cage and attacking and defending from behind the cage. So what we do is we pull 2 cages up, and we set them up back to back. Now we have 2 teams going. You can do this. We generally do it 4-on-4. You know, it could be 3-on-3 or 5-on-5, however you want. So we have 2 guys, 1 team of 4. There we have the O's, and this team, the X team, is another team of 4. Now there's a couple different ways you can set this game up. What we do a lot of times is we like to use tennis balls, and we would say this goal the X team, or would say like the black team is defending, and this goal the white team, or right in this case is the O, is they're defending. And whenever your team, the ball kind of comes around the cage to your defensive side, one of your players just jumps in and becomes the goalie. And since we're using a tennis ball, it doesn't really matter as far as who jumps in and plays goalie, so everyone can play offense, defense, and even a little bit of goalie. Or if you want, now get real quick, in this case, when one of the defenders plays goalie, it becomes a 4-on-3 or a 3-on-2 or a 5-on-4, however you want to set it up. But right here it's a 4-on-3, so it also is an easy way to give the offense a little bit of an advantage to move the ball quicker and get a lot more shots. Or like I was saying, the other way to do it is you actually have an even scenario. And an actual goalie in. And now you still want to use tennis balls just so you don't kill your goalie, but you could use lacrosse balls too if you want. And in this case, what I like to do is as the ball moves from one side to the other, is I make one goalie try to cover both goals. And the cool thing about that is it gets really good goalie work of coming from outside the cage and into the cage and having to find their positioning very quickly, and they get a lot of saves or a lot of save opportunities on balls coming around the goal, dodges from behind, and also feeds from behind the goal to a shooter above the goal. That scenario happens a lot. So if you can imagine the goalie having to run around, find his positioning, and then square up on this feed and try to make the save. It's a very good goalie work too. So you can do it either way. You can do it even, where there's a goalie kind of running around and trying to guard both goals, or you can do it uneven, where everybody's playing and then one of the defenders just jumps in on the defensive side and just jumps in and plays goalie. So what happens is as the ball moves around the cages, is all 4 guys kind of go on offense and they all come on defense. So it's a continuous play. There is no onside or offside. Everyone's playing both ways around the goal. And again, it's just a lot of really fun little stick work in tight. There's a lot of pressure involved.